Welcome back to What's Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T28. It's a Tier 8 American tank destroyer, and it's located on the west spawn of Paris. I had to think about that for a second, or is it the east spawn? You never get them which way around it is. It's the east spawn of the map. Not the west, it's definitely the east. And it's under the command of the BassmanFromHell. And he's about to go on a tour of Gay Paris. Well, not so gay Paris. Battle has commenced. Now, it's a very, very slow tank. 22 kilometers an hour forwards. I think it's only about 10 backwards. And the weak point of this prototype, which actually only existed in blueprints, is that it's got very weak armor on the sides and the rear. Now, it was basically one of the steps in between getting to the T95, the doomed 120mm T53 gun, an anti-tank gun similar to the one on the T34. And you can see the suspension is the horizontal volute system, similar that you'll find on some of the later designs of the Sherman. Well, he's got some targets ahead of him. Yep, it's a 45 TP and the Calibre Action 10. And you can see it's slow. It's very slow. Right, KV2 just taking his shots. So he's not going to be firing for another 20 seconds. But the armour at the front is very good on this tank destroyer. So even though the enemy might fire at us, he's probably just going to bounce off us. We bounce around from the Calibre straight away for 230. So that's his 20-pounder. Fire one into him and take him out of the game. 251 hit points. And we're going through the bridge. Down the other side. Oh, took a round in the tracks from the KV2, but we used our repair kit. Put a round into the KV2 and set him alight. He's alight, but we were tracked again by KV5. And we've had to use our repair kit again. And we missed that shot on the KV85. We're pulling back. He's rammed into us and he's lost 326 hit points from that. And he's taken out by the a nice little shot there. It's a very quick reload on this 120mm gun. It takes 15 seconds on the T34. But on this one, it's a lot quicker. Oh, the enemy tank dived over the edge and died in the process. The KV2 got him. Right, we're going to go after this one, which is the T40, the 45 TP, the Polish tank, the heavy tank rather. One right up his rear, 238 hit points. That's 4 kills we've got so far. You see the prolific power of this T28 is amazing. So long as you don't get hit the sides and the rear, you can just blast your way through the enemy. Very, very rapid fire. Or at least rapid fire for a high caliber gun. Now that IKB's guarding that position, waiting for the enemy to appear. There's a Wizzy 131 GFT up ahead, an A43, a Skoda T25 and a Stura Mill. And we're probably going to spot them when we come around the corner. The IKB took a round, so one of them's ahead, and we just lost the 45 TP to the Ferdinand. Okay, there's the Ferdinand. We fire one into it, 445. The alpha damage on this gun is 400 hit points, so that's a high roll. Fire another round into him for 382. One more shot, he's out the gate. Go for the lower plate, and yeah, he's toast. We're bouncing rounds from the 131 GFT. And moving up, next target is going to be the Stura Mill. Oh, it goes over the top of him. How he survived that, I don't know. But he's pulling back because he knows he's in grave danger. And that one went over the top of him as well. And we're still being hit by the Wizzy 131. And I think he's now firing... Oh, he's still firing AP at us. Ah, the steering wheel gets a shot into us. 416, that's made us pull back. He's got better penetration, it seems. Okay, so we're going to use the wreck, this 45 TP, as a bit of cover. Oh, don't go out there, Mr. A43, you won't live very long. Oh, he's taking a huge risk, that A43. The steering wheel will have him for breakfast. Oh, steering wheel's on fire. He just got hit badly. It looks like the enemy encountered the SU-122-44 and the KV-2. Excuse me. And they've both been dealt with. It's only the FB-207 still alive. Excuse me. Oh, I've got a cough. And he's now dead, so the game's over. And we got 5 kills. So, nice little round there for the T28. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's a first class tanker for the Bassman from Hell in the T28. It was the first class tanker he's ever had. It's got the scrolls underneath. He's also got a fire for effect for dealing more damage than hit points to his own vehicle. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5 in total. A shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who did damage to him. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 6. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle overall. And he also picked up a steel wall for blocking the most damage received. At least 1,000 hit points and receiving at least 11 hits and surviving the battle. And that's pretty effective, that really was. Let's have a look at team score. Well, total damage he did was 3,175 hit points. The next highest score was the AMX 50-100. He didn't survive. He got 2,530. And then the SU-122-44 came in and did 1,450. When it came to kills, it was definitely the Bassman who managed to get the highest amount. He got 5 kills. The SU-122 got 3. And then the SU-100 and Dickomax got 2 apiece. So did VK-2801 on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it was the Bassman. Again, he got clean sweep. 1,089 base experience points. The AMX 50-100 got 826 and the SU-122-44 got 715. He fired 13 rounds during that battle. He got 9 direct hits, 9 penetration. Shows that this gun is really powerful. It can just carve its way straight through the enemy. He did damage of 3,175 hit points, all of it at close range. Received 13 hits from the enemy. 2 of them were penetrations. One of those was from the KV-85, I think. And the other one, 11 of them were non-penetrations. I think the other one was from the, may have been the Stura Mill, who actually managed to get around into him. He blocked damage of 2,280 hit points overall during that game. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 5 of the enemy, killed 5 of the enemy, and did damage assistance of 113 hit points. On the credits side, he won 46,497 credits for the battle, got 6,975 completing the mission, total of 53,472, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 33,070 credits. He received 2 bonds for the battle, one for the steel wall, one for the high caliber. He also picked up 1,633 XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day, 245 completing the mission, and that brought away a total of 3,512 experience points altogether. So a fantastic game. He actually said, let me insert my 120mm into you. Yes, well, the thing is that if you come up against the T28, the only thing you can do is try and get around the back of it or the side of it, because it's the only way you're going to pen it and get it out of the game. And if you let it in front of you, you're bound to die, because you're going to suffer a huge number of hits at a very high amount of hit rate. And remember, those rounds are going to penetrate you, and so he would quickly tear you apart if he can see the front of you, if he can see you in front of him rather. But if you can get around the side and the rear, he's very slow to turn, very slow to move forward, and therefore that way you can get him. But good battle there by Bassman from Hell. If you enjoyed that replay, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention his win 8 was 5715, Super Unicum standard. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.